Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you.
What's up? Really like that. You really like that?
Let's shut up and grind some tape.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous whatever day. However, wherever you found this, we appreciate you for being here. Hope you like it. If you do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. If you don't know who I am Brooks Austin, the lead host of this network around here. I'm also the director of recruiting for Sports Illustrated, known as the Film Guy for a reason. We get on that board, we break down the film of the weekend's most important and most impactful games. And good Lord, what a way to break down a football game today, right? The biggest upset probably in, I don't know how long, a decade in college football? It feels like that. The most monumental upset probably in a decade in college football. We're going to take a look at how did Vandy do or go about creating this upset and executing this upset. I'll tell you right off the bat, we know if you've watched any Vandy football this year, they're an option attack. You got to start with stopping the run when you play this defense or when you play this offense. However, there were certainly some improper run fits. There's some lack of preparedness, it looks like, from Alabama on the defensive side of the football. That is clear and apparent. What is also clear and apparent, Vanderbilt and Pavilla made every single play apart from one that was available in this football game. If there was an opportunity for a big play to be made or a big play needing to have been made, Pavilla and this Vanderbilt offense absolutely executed. Okay, so I like to give credit around here before I start crapping on coordinators, okay, and crapping on performances from other people. Credit needs to be given to Vanderbilt on the forefront, so we're going to go ahead and do it. Now, let's shut up and let's grind the tape. And if you're a Bama fan watching this today, we appreciate you for being here, man. Learning from mistakes is important in football, right? It's what film studies are made for. They're made for corrections. They're not made for highlight tapes. Film studies are made for corrections. So let's get after it. Let's start correcting. First and foremost, you're going to notice about this Vanderbilt football team, the game plan was obvious. We are going to shorten this game. From Jump Street, a lot of pre-snap motion, a lot of huddling, a lot of play clock dwindling down underneath 5 seconds every single time. The clock was burning. From Jump Street, the clock was burning. Here's what I'm talking about with that eye candy, okay? And here's what was really, really staggering to me as someone who studies Alabama really, really vehemently, right? I was stunned to see Vanderbilt have so much success doing a lot of what you do, right? A lot of what you do. This is shortening the edge, all right, and running back into a condensed set, right? We flip all this motion to get all this rocking and rolling. We had a corner roll back over there. We got a safety rolling back down here. There's nobody outside this edge of the portion of this defense, all right? Now, we're going to rock and roll a tight end back. We're going to get that corner to roll back down. He'll show back up into your picture here in a second. So we're going to condense the edge, right? Condense that set over here. Now, everybody in the picture within the photo frame. Boom. Now, we're going to attack jet sweep to it, right? We got one blocker. We got another blocker. You're going to have to make a really great play. You're going to have to make a really great play. We're running with leverage with one of our faster ball carriers. 9 or 8 yards to start the football game right there on 2nd and 7. Boom. Now the clock's rolling. Now the sticks are rolling. They've got some good momentum here. Okay? Now, one thing this isn't your standard run game you got to prepare for. Okay? This isn't. They're gonna inside zone back this way. They're gonna combination block all the way up to this front side inside linebacker. They're gonna full scoop with this tight end, this backside defensive end. I don't see a lot of college offenses doing this, and then they're gonna pull the backside tackle and actually insert him and help out with whatever trash is available right here. So first and foremost, you got to have a tight end that's capable of doing that. That tight end just shrunk 3 yards of space and got screws on screws right there, and hat inside actually. Hat inside on that defensive end. That defensive end's got to do a much better job of crashing right there, in my opinion. But when we're playing this option offensive attack all week long, I've been taught to scrape, right? I'm going to taught to do this one. I've been taught to play with my shoulders square and really squeeze down blocks. All right, squeeze down blocks. Don't rush upfield because we might be getting, red or might getting picked on. All right. So boom, you see actually the crease in this run play actually comes from this tight end adding in right here into this, point of attack right here. Check this out. Okay, he ends up helping out with that nose tackle and getting a little extra piece right there. All right, and the attitude and the aggression as the ball of the ball carrier ends up with a good 6-yard gain. All right, Bama not wasting time here to try to dedicate bodies to the run. They're going to fire the nickel right here, and it's what actually jacks this play up for Alabama, or for Vanderbilt rather. It was wild. It was almost like watching. We watch a lot of Georgia on this network, obviously. This defensive performance from Alabama has been like watching Georgia offense through the first 5 weeks in this sense. There were moments of execution, there were moments of domination, and then the rest of it, it's like, whoa, what is going on, right? This is one of those flashes of execution. Coach calls a great play with this nickel blitz from the field, right? They're trying to run this read option look out here. All right, we're going to fire the nickel and have him blow up the mesh point right there. Wham! Great job by 8. Great individual effort right there by number 8. And honestly, when Bama's defense made plays, it was an individual effort. Now, here's my problem, okay, with this defense. And I said this yesterday on air. When you are very predictable in your scheme, you are very, very attackable in your scheme. We have known this team has been a cover one robber with double mugs most of the football season, right? They have been playing this cover one match or cover one, man-to-man coverage unit, all right, with one of these linebackers being the robber, right? In other words, you've got your eyes free, you can play in the middle of the field, and you can float. The other linebacker, we know, based off film study, is what? Man-to-man with the running back. All right, so I know that. I know for a fact you're a cover one robber team. That's what you like to play. So here we go. On 3rd and 5, how can I attack cover one robber? Well, guess what? I don't need 75 yards. I just need 5. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to run a slant. We're going to run the swing behind the line of scrimmage. The wide receiver is going to pick the linebacker, and it's legal because the ball is going to be thrown behind the line of scrimmage. This isn't your players getting beat, guys. This is your scheme getting beat because your scheme is very, very repetitive. Your scheme is pickable, right? Your scheme is attackable. I can get after you because I know what you're going to play. If I know what you're going to consistently play, I can scheme you up left and damn right. And you're going to see Vandy's offensive coordinator do this to him the rest of the football game. The reason you couldn't get off the field on 3rd and 7 is because they knew what you were going to play on 3rd and 7. They had all week to design what they were going to beat your ass with on 3rd and 7. With how much ass and damn I get heard said on Paul Feinbaum, I feel comfortable saying it nowadays on this network. Apparently, you just got to avoid the F-bombs. Hey, look, they're going to sense some motion, and guess what they're getting right now? Guess what they're getting right now? They're getting that cover one robber indicator again. They're getting the same defense. All they're doing is trying to confirm coverage. Every good coordinator, even when they're running the football, like I believe they're doing right now, even when they're actually, no. They're going right back to you. They're going to confirm coverage again and then attack you. Again, look, they sent the jet motion over pre-snap, saw the travel, right? I got eyes locked. I got one deep high safety. Ooh, I got that split look again. One of these guys is man-to-man with the back. So here we go. If I swing this back, I'm going to draw this attention. And as I draw that attention, I can run that slant right in behind that window. Watch this window right here in this field open up right here on 1st and 10 as Vandy's moving the sticks on the first drive, trying to get some momentum. Boom. There's that window. Wham. Look at all that yardage. Look at all that green grass that he's throwing to. And by the way, attacking the leverage of the corner. We're giving our wide receiver essentially a two-way go. Boom, boom, boom. Get him outside, work him outside, stick inside. Boom, we're going to win on the slant. All right, and the window is going to be nice and clear for our quarterback because we flared the back, and we know what you guys do. We know you guys play cover one robber. Absolutely cooking to start this football game. Absolutely cooking to start this film study. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button if you like what you're seeing. All right, no matter how elite of a system you have, no matter how great of a play caller you have become, no matter how well you're running the football, if you're going to pull off upsets. Matter of fact, if you're going to beat this Alabama defense and football team in general, because you're going to have to score 45 or 40, you're going to have to do so explosively. You've got to make these plays. This is a dead play. LT Overton all year has been getting these quarterbacks on the ground. Pavilla is a ball player. Pavilla is an absolute ball player. Now, I can sit here and talk about all the coverage lapses or whatever, but this is a play being made by the quarterback. This is not a play being allowed by you as a defense, in my opinion. Give credit where credit is due. This is an insane play on 1st and 10 right here. Also, great job by the coordinator yet again, trying to attack right here to start the football game and not just sitting on your heels with a good positive drive right here. He was trying to take a shot. He's trying to take a shot, and Pavilla makes a play. All right, we're going to 3:14 next. I was a little mystified to see this happen. I think it's a busted stunt. This guy goes out. He's really, really late to jump in, and the linebackers have to fill in the front side A gap because of it. Look at 94 right there. That doesn't look like a very effective stunt to me defensively. We got 3 guys standing in line with one another. That's bad defense. That is bad defense, and it's only created through a busted assignment, in my opinion. We don't call defensive plays like this. All right, we would never design this up. By the way, on the backside, look at this. Anytime we have defensive players stood up upon each other in the same gap, you know what that indicates to me, Jonathan? It indicates to me that those individuals think they're responsible for that gap, which means we have multiple players either confused or all think they're in the same spot, which they should not be. We should never have 6 players responsible for 2 gaps on the football field. We're going to get gashed. We're absolutely going to get gashed. So this is what I'm talking about when I say sloppy run fits. This is what a sloppy run fit looks like, where we got within a snap of the football, we got guys all stacked upon one another playing what we call multiple Ds in a hole. .334. Now, this is what I call controlled knockback. All right, when you play defensive or offensive systems like this, you've got to have controlled knockback at the defensive line. That's what it looks like, right? We got 5 or 6 guys pushing that line of scrimmage, holding that line of scrimmage tight. Everybody else going to rally to the football, right? Everybody else going to rally to the football as opposed to this disjointed, kind of multiple faceted, defense. Now, this is a dichotomy of this football game, okay? We got a guy met up, right here, +1 yards. He's finna carry that ass into that end zone, all right? That was this football game. That was this football game for 4 quarters right there. Bam. Also, pulling the front side guard here. Look at this. We got down blocks, back block. We're going to pinch the nose. We're going to pull the front side guard. We're going to lead block the fullback, and we're running ISO back over here. This is like duo on steroids, boys. It's like duo on steroids. Look at that. Wham. Boom. One-on-one with that backside safety, and he's walked into the end zone. Actually, that's Jahad Campbell. That makes me feel very, very uncomfortable about some of the stuff I've seen from Jahad Campbell on tape this year. And when your defensive coordinator's talking about we played on our heels too much, this is another version of that. All right? It's another version of that. That's catching. That's 100% catching. All right, that's the first drive of the football game. All right, let's go to our next film study, our next clip. This is the Vandy entirety. All right, we're going to go all the way back to 10 seconds. This is what option defense should look like, okay? Look at this. All right, we got to play the pitch or play the dive. So you 5 guys got to be gap sound. Look, boom. If we look at the all 22, we'll see a guy in B gap. He's able to flow for A gap. He's front side A gap. He's front backside B gap. He's got C gap. We are gap sound right now in the box. We are also gap sound for both the quarterback, all right, and the pitch, and we got a free hat running. The key is we've always got to have a free hat running. Always got to have a free hat running because the free hat's going to show up and he's going to be needed. He's going to be needed. This is really good option defense. We have multiple defenders for the quarterback, and we also have a defender for the pitch man. All right? This is what it looks like when you play really, really good run fits against the option. And it ends up in a negative play. Here was the problem. Negative plays, all right, you're about to almost get them off the field here. All right, I believe it's an incompletion on 3rd and 6, if my memory serves me correct. Or maybe they try to run an option right here. Let me look. Nope, incomplete pass coming up. No. Pavilla, drill. All right, this is Pavilla hitting another play. 3rd and 6 right here, complete scramble drill. Hey, you think these Vandy guys have scramble drilled before? All right, look, he's hooked up. He's on a flare. He's running towards the middle of the field. This is the guy that catches the football, and he's going to catch it about right here. All right, now, I want everybody, the moment this quarterback, he's just taken his first steps outside the pocket. Watch how quickly this human being turns into scramble drill. He's the only one we can really see. Boom, he's immediately out. He's turned, he's running to the sideline right now because these guys are very, very good at this. They do a lot of this. By the way, that was the tight end who was running the seamer. He was running down the middle of the field. He stopped, turned around, came back to the sticks in the middle of the field. How do we stop this from happening? Well, I'll tell you this much. Can't let him get outside the pocket. Can't let him get outside the pocket. And what ultimately has that happen is this pseudo stunt right here. It's not even a stunt. You've got to work back out. All right, you've got to work back out. See that right there? All right, so now we got a good positive rush over the guard, but you're going to work your way back in. All right, you're going to try to get, that right there. Can't do that. Can't do that. We can't work back inside against a quarterback who's got legs like this. All right. And if it is indeed a stunt, it's poorly ran, right? If you're supposed to work your butt back inside, all right, and he's got outside contained, it's a poorly ran stunt. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? If you're supposed to be working back inside, you might have a sack right now, right? But either way, if we're going to work inside, we can't do it that late in the progression of the play. And I think that's what they have called based off what's happening down here on the bottom. You see this? They're trying to work this tight end game stunt. It's just not being ran very effectively. Every play that was available in this game on this tape was made by Vanderbilt. There is no doubts about it. Bama certainly did not help themselves, all right? But I like to give credit. I think it's the first misread by Pavilla. It's very difficult against shortening the edge. Look at all this area. Look at all this grass out here. You'd attack it too, wouldn't you? You'd attack it too? I would. Guess what? Boom, right back at you. And guess what? They got you. I think it's a misread. He hands this ball off. We are going to arc release that defensive end, and we're trying to run option back this way, okay? They've got numbers. I think this is a misread by Pavilla. Good knockback there on the defensive line is what creates this TFL, okay? And again, very, very gap sound inside the box now on this rep, right? We even got a linebacker replacing our defensive tackle who's jumping a gap right here, okay? Everybody's kind of filled up. The line's right on itself. There's nobody disjointed, right? Nobody back here and up here. Everyone's on a line playing good, suffocating run defense right there in the box. And it creates a plus 1 yard gain. We're going to 148. I thought this was a tremendous individual effort right here. You're talking about balls. How about Vandy? How about Vandy calling a speed option, Jonathan, on 3rd and 7? Speed option, and guess what? They got the sumbitch licked. It's going to hit. The only reason it doesn't is because number 0 makes a really, really, really good individual play. You're cooked. You're going to get pitched off of, all right? So the moment that happens, look at this. Oh, we got grass for days. We got grass for days. You're going to have to come downhill and make this tackle, all right? You're blocked. You're going to get blocked. He's running the grass right here, except for 0. Again, 0 makes a really, really good individual play. And it's all him, by the way. Look how quickly he recognizes it, all right? Look how quickly he runs it down. But from a defensive schematical standpoint, we were out-leveraged, weren't we? We were out-leveraged. We were not there properly. We're also not shedding blocks. There's no block disruption down here. None. Now, I know that is a tight end out there blocking your corner. I am very aware of that, but that's your nickel as well. That's not your corner. That's your star. We got to be able to disrupt blocks. Great job by whoever's calling this game. I think it's Cole Kubelik. Great job, Cole, picking that up live and noticing who was the guy that made the play. That's harder to do than you guys think. Watching it upon first view and knowing exactly what happened, that takes a very special football brain. Now, come on, man. Come on, man. You finally get off the field. They just walked you for 10 plays, scored opening drive, all right? Then turned around, had a pick six. Then they get the ball back, 4th and 4. We get off the field. We got 2 guys on the field with the same number. 2 guys on the field with the same number, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. We'll see you. All right, so now they pick up the first down. And guess what? I love this from Vandy's coordinator. They just gave us a free possession, right? They just, they gifted us one. So what are we finna do? Oh, buddy, we going for the jugular. We ain't taking shots. We pulling out razor blades and lemon juice, cuz. Watch this, dog. They're like, bro, we trying to murder these folks right now. We are trying to murder these folks right now. I love this from the OC. I love this. They give us the free play. I know. It doesn't work out. I know. I'm a process, not results football guy, though. I love the process. I love the idea that they awarded us a possession. We are an underdog at home. Let's go for the jugular right now. Great job by the defense from Alabama actually playing it strong, right? Playing it true. Hard to run these types of things against man defenses unless they're not very disciplined, all right? Unless they're not very disciplined, and they're getting man covers from these guys. So all it takes is this guy to get a little too leaky against the run, right? A little too leaky against the run. Great job right here by those guys playing disciplined. Boy, I can't tell you how many times number 20 was close to making a play in this game. I can't tell you. Maybe 15, 20. Maybe 15, 20 times number 20 is like this. He's like, oh, just an inch away from making a play. Where we at time-wise there, J-Will?
22 minutes.
All right, let's go. I think it's another misread by Pavilla right here. Block down. We're reading you. We got arc release out here. Would you agree or disagree?
Agree.
All right. Yards left on the field. Yards left on the field. All right, so now they're in a 3rd and 8. How are they about to convert a 3rd and 8? You bet your ass no misread on this one. Wow. Wow. All right, so this is quarterback power read. Quarterback power read. We're going to bring the jet. All right, so we have the jet as an option. We're pulling the backside guard. We're going to insert him into the front side A gap. Now, this is what I'm talking about with lack of preparedness, lack of general looks. I don't think they got enough of it. Look how many guys we have playing the jet. We got 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guy, 4 guy playing the jet. All right, now, we have one backside linebacker responsible for quarterback. The only problem is, guess what they're doing? They're pulling the backside guard for that guy. All right, so they've added a hat while we have too many flowing. All right, we have way too many flowing on what we think is a jet sweep. All right, and doesn't help that you get a personal foul at the end of this. But just general overcompensation, right? This is what I'm talking about when I think you have a lack of preparedness and a lack of reads. I see way too many eyes on way too many things. When you play the option, you have to stop all options, right? So you have to have the right number of eyes dedicated to the jet, the right number of eyes dedicated to the dive, the right number of eyes dedicated to the quarterback. Guess what? If you have way too many eyes dedicated to one portion of stopping that option, the other portion is going to hit you. That's the way the option works. So we got way too many guys right now trying to get over the top of this jet, and we're getting smacked in the mouth right now by quarterback power. Again, another run call on 3rd and long. You know what I mean? 3rd and 5+, they out here willy-nilly running the ball. Now, the reason they're able to do that, they're in plus territory. All right, so they're 4-down territory no matter what. 4th and 3, they're fine. They're going. You know what I mean? Controlled knockback again, man. This is what it looks like. Again, it's so weird to see reps of Bama and then reps of, whoa, What is that going on? This is a Bama rep. This is controlled knockback. This is good gap sound defense. All right, everything's accounted for except for maybe the quarterback, but that's Malachi Moore being a little leaky and a smart football player, I would imagine. These two guys reading and trusting what they're seeing in front of them. I trust them to dive if they want to dive in and add into the hats. But those are good run fits, right? This is what it should always look like. Always look like. We should always be really, really sound in our run fits at Alabama. All the homer allegations that I get because I use the word we. Can't you tell it's just a habit? When I'm talking about it, that's what we do. That's what football coaches do. We got to be better. 354. Lawson saves another massive play right here. All right, this was the adjustment from Alabama, in my opinion. They started to dart their defensive line outwards. They're getting crushed right now with all of this, right? All this jet sweep, all of this stuff. They're getting absolutely murdered. All right, so here's what they're going to do. They're going to start spiking and stunting out. That way we can control these avenues of the football field. Now, Deontay Lawson, you're going to plug into A-gap, and you're going to two-gap the center. All right, what does that mean? You're going to play both sides of the center, and you're going to have A-gap responsible by yourself. Now, here's the problem. Vandy wasted no time to see this and eventually start to attack it. So here on this 2nd and 11, they have the perfect play called for this. They get that cover one robber look. They get that cover one robber look yet again from Alabama. So I know if I flare the back, I'm going to pull Jahad Campbell. All right. They've now plugged the mic. There is nobody except for the safety who we have somebody releasing for. There is nobody in the middle of this field on this quarterback draw call on 2nd and 11. Deontay Lawson saves an explosive. That right there, that one little dive, getting in on his feet, all right, that saves the explosive. Also, great job right there. I believe that's James Smith. Great job right there by 23, redirecting, getting back inside right here. This move, boom, bouncing back in, redirecting, and making that play. Tremendous job. Also, I love the play call. I love the play call from the coordinator on both sides of the ball, trying to create something for their team. 409. Supposed to get off the field again. 3rd and 11 right here. Second time in this possession. And illegal hands to the face. We rough the cue. Extend the possession yet again. Extend the possession yet again. Bam. Easy as, can be. It's a very easy call for that back judge. As soon as he sees that next snap, he knows what to do. It's just unfortunate, man. That's how you lose football games. Look at the indecisiveness of number 11 and number 20. Okay? At this point in the game, man, these guys are just not comfortable with what they're looking at in front of them. Watch number 20, first of all. He's got to click through 9,000 things. That's what we talk about when we talk about playing on our heels. Watch 20. This is the definition of it. Look, all that way, he's just waiting. He's just waiting to catch that. All right? Check out number 11. Number 11, one of the more decisive and faster readers we've seen all year on tape. All year. I'd draft this guy number 1 at linebacker if I could tomorrow, based off the first 4 games. All right? Then I watch this, and I'm like, ooh. This is what your coordinator, I was confused. What is the coordinator talking about with playing on our heels? This is what he's talking about. But this goes back to my question last week with Kirby. What's the difference between execution, right? And how do we as coaches help our players execute? And his first response was, how many times have I given them the look? How many times have I given this guy this look? Because this guy, to me, 11's not afraid of contact, right? 11 right now is not clear in what he's seeing. Just didn't get enough looks at it. If I had to bet, I would say they just didn't get enough looks at it. Now, here's the real problem. And again, we can sit here and talk about missed run fits all day. Credit where credit is due. This dude made every play. This dude is a fucking ball player, dude. An absolute football player. A tremendous college football player. Because there ain't no way. This is a first down. There's no way we convert a 1st and goal here. Except there's no way. There's no way. There's no way we convert a 1st down. How? He's a baller. He's a ball player. There's one play later, Jonathan, where he's scrambling into the sidelines. And as he's running out of bounds, he looks at the DB and smiles at him. And then he gets pushed into an Alabama defender, and on the sideline, immediately flops. Hits the deck and tries to get the personal foul. He's an absolute baller, man. I love watching this kid play. Also, you got to get some home cooking. You got to get some home cooking if you're going to pull off one of these upsets, because that, my friends, that is a hold. Oh, my Lanta, that is a hold. That is a hold that puts them in 1st and goal from the 15. They're kicking that field goal, aren't they? I mean, 1st and goal at the 15. They're probably going to settle for a field goal here. Yeah, this is unfortunate for Bama. You got to get these things. You got to get away with them if you're Vanderbilt in these situations. All right, 20, putting an absolute blender right here. I feel bad for the guy. Absolute blender right here. Am I dive? Am I quarterback? Do I crash on the read? Is he going to feint me? What? Just, absolutely picked on. And even 11, man, like we're on the goal line. Let's go. Let's go. Number 0, we got to square that fit up. Let's go. 6:45. All I say is Pavilla, the ball player. 2nd and 9 right here. Another opportunity to get this guy minus. Can't do it. This is the play I was talking about. Watch the swagoo on this guy at the end of this play. All right, I'm going to look at you, right? I'm going to give you some of that. And then watch this one. Boom, I'm going to flop. I love it. But, yeah, man, where is the overhang? Oh, no block disruption. That's why. No block disruption. Where's all that attitude? Huh? Where's all that attitude? Why are you waiting? Don't work it enough. Don't work it enough. Oh, I loved this. I loved this. Man team, right? Play a lot of man. So here's what I'm going to do. We're actually in 3-by-1, I believe. So we got a tight end right here, slot receiver right here. There's a Z down here at the bottom you can't see, and an X on the backside. All right. They're playing yet again, cover 1 robber. And if you're predictable, you're attackable. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to roll the quarterback right. You're going to pin this defensive end. We're going to sell the slot fade. As soon as he bites, flips his hips, we're going to run the hitch. Even better, we're going to roll the Q to you. We're going to roll the Q to you, make this nice and easy here on 1st and 10, all right, and get us a nice positive play. Look at this. Boom. Why is the space created? Well, the space is created because you're a man single high football team, and when we get threatened with a slot fade, we got to go as a nickel corner, right? We got to turn and run. So, yeah, there's a lot of space there, but the space was designed on Tuesday when they looked at the film and said, wow, this team played 95% cover 1 robber against Georgia last week. That's interesting. All right. Again, every time the guys needed to make a play or the coordinator needed to make an adjustment, you bet your ass he did. So I told you, Alabama started to do this one, right? They started to do this, stunt some guys out to eliminate this portion of the football field. Well, it didn't take long for Vandy's analysts in the box to see it. The OC did not take long to see it. Oh, you want to start spiking guys outwards. You want to start flooding the B gaps and beyond and thinking you can plug Mikes into A gap. Well, guess what we're going to do? We're going to run it right down your gullet. We're going to run it right down your throat right quick. So, yeah, the run fits are all jacked. Look at the replay. But it's a run stunt in hopes that they can stop the outside veer that they keep getting beat with. Look at this stunt. All these bodies being dedicated out here because they keep getting annihilated out there. Great job by the coordinator from Vandy of seeing, oh, that's how they're responding? Look at that, right? Look at that. It can't get no prettier. Also, it requires this left guard to do exactly what, I mean, look at these steps, man. Look at these steps. Look how perfectly he absorbed that slant. You can't run it better. Boom, 6-inch up and over. All right, replace with the second step, third step, another 6-inch up and over. Rat-a-tat-tat. Now, we've got him declared. Let's drive our feet and run him out of the hole. Can't do it no better. All right. 808, damn near every play. This is a 2nd and 9. I think it's an incompletion, but he damn near completed it. Look at this. Oh, they almost made every single play in this football game. I can't believe we're sitting down breaking down Vandy tape. I hope this is the most watched video ever on this channel. Hey, no breathers for them, right? They get a false start right here. It's going to be 3rd and 14. Usually back in the day, Vandy's doing what? Vandy running some type of draw, some type of bullshit. They're just going to concede. Oh, we've got a 48-yard field goal. We'll just go ahead and take it. No. They taking shots. By the way, this absolutely flabbergasted me. This dude's career long's a 60-yarder. Did you notice that? That's a 57-yarder technically. But, bro, they're in field goal range the whole game. Damn near made this one too. But again, look, man, double mug, man coverage. They're going to put 2 guys in the middle of the field. They're going to run man coverage everywhere else. They're going to have a single high safety. They are very, 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 very predictable. And this was shocking to me because all offseason I heard about how multiple Kane Womack's defense was. Isn't that what you heard all offseason? That's what I heard. I heard how multiple they were going to be, how many different things they were going to do. Looks like y'all rush 4, play single high man to me. That's what it looks like to me. But, you know, what do I know? What's our time check there, J-Will?
36 minutes.
All right. Let's go to 10:37. We're almost done here. I thought 34, apart from the personal foul, I thought 34 had an incredible game. This guy right here, he's playing both. He's going to play both the dive and get outside, all right, for the quarterback option. This is what it requires sometimes against these option looks. Got to have one player defy 2 things, right? This is what Roquan Smith was great at during his time. So fast, so instinctual that he would take away multiple options in a triple option. Individual efforts go a long way in this sport. All right, here we go, 3rd and 5. 3rd and 9. Predictability is schemability. If you are predictable, I can hunt you. I love this. Look, man, we don't need 100 winners. We don't need 100 winners. We just got to go 12 for 18 today on 3rd down. So of those 12, I'm going to have 9 or 10 absolutely in my bag moments as a coordinator. That's all I got to do. That's all I got to do. But when you're predictable, it makes it nice and easy on me. So here we go. We're going to motion this tight end out. What you can't see is there is another receiver up there at the top. We are going to stack, release these 2 guys. And when you're playing man, you have no ability but to get over the top of these guys and let them sort this out. So you can decide once they break out of their route, which guy am I taking? Well, guess what? They don't break out of their route until 2 yards short of the sticks. And then they catch the ball and they get a 1st down. Watch this action up here from the tight end. They're going to motion the tight out, all right? And at the snap, you'll see, boom, there's that stacked release. I know the TV copy's messing me up here, but I'm trying to get it to you, all right? Here we go. Downset hut. There you see him running out towards that other. There you see him running out towards that other wide receiver right now. We're trying to create this stack, all right? The X receiver is going to come out. The tight end's going to come in. The X receiver's whole job is to take both of these defenders and wall them off so this tight end can catch this football and work towards the sticks. Okay? There you see it. There's that stacked release. There's exactly what I'm talking about, again, because you are predictable. I know what you're going to do. So I can scheme you up and get you off the field on 3rd and 9, bud. And guess what? My guy's a hoss. This number 9 made some incredible individual plays. Incredible individual plays. Guess what? 11:27, 2 plays later, another 3rd and 8. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to attack your scheme. I know what you run. I know what you do. So guess what? I'm going to do the same exact thing because you can't defend it. Now we have an inside nickel that's going to have to run with my tight end as we run this speed out. Check this out from Vandy. This is me beating your scheme, dude. This ain't me beating your players. It's not. I'm going to force this stack release again, and I'm going to work towards his leverage. Oh, by the way, rolling the Q. Rolling the quarterback right towards him, making it nice and easy for everybody. Look, boom. It's a win. It's a win. Now, here's what I could say as a coordinator. We got to get off the field. We got to get off the field. 3rd and 9, we gave you an opportunity to tackle the guy. Get the hell up off the field. We didn't. We didn't at all, coach. We didn't get off the field. Now, here's my thing. I could sit there and stand in front of the press conference all day and say, hey, we had an opportunity. I got my guy on the spot to get off the field. Did you, though? Did you, though? Because their offensive coordinator put their tight end in an opportunity to run to grass away from your leverage that he knew you were going to have and schemed up against you. So in my opinion, the offensive coordinator from the other side gave me an opportunity to win, all right? Consistently, over and over and over again. And that right there is the epitome of this football game. Right there, boom. We have an opportunity to win. We got an opportunity to get our ass up off the field, and we can't. We can't. All right, 13:05. We're going to go to the big play. I think this is the 4th and 1. It is. All right. 4th and 1. Now, this, they're trying to run the spacing down here on the bottom. I think we got some type of version of this, right? We got an immediate zone and man beater right here on the bottom on 4th and 1. This is supposed to be a quick ball out. Let's move the sticks. Let's go. This is not intended to be a shot. It's not at all. But what's happening right here is this guy who's going to run this route like he loves football. His job is to take this safety with him. He's not ever really in the progression. We're going to read this some type of 1 right at the sticks to 2, right? To 3. He's going to be the dead last key. And you can see this, by the way, Pavilla clicks through his reads. Look, he clicks bottom, bottom, backside. Bottom, bottom, backside. And what a ball. There it is. Bottom, bottom, backside. And now he's going to rip that thing. All right? Now, this is such an incredible ball. It's also such an incredible route because I don't think it's meant to bend this way. I think he's meant to bend this way. Pavilla throws him back and has to have him adjust. Watch this wide receiver. Our wide receiver's eyes and float are this way, right? He's going to end up catching this ball moving back this way. It's an incredible job. Incredible job by both of these guys. Look at that. Look at that adjustment midair. You want to beat them? That's what it requires, right? And look, I don't want to make this a Vandy, Georgia-Bama discussion, but that is the difference, right? Yes, Bama gave up 507,000 yards of total offense in this football game. Yes, they couldn't stop the run. Yes, they couldn't get off the field on 3rd and 7. But there was multiple examples in that film study the last 45 minutes where I showed you where Vandy's quarterback, Vandy's tight end, Vandy's wide receivers are making the play that needs to be made in that moment to win the football game, while also their coordinator absolutely picking on Kane Womack from the other side. All right? Hey, if you like this, if you enjoyed this, we appreciate you for being here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, rate, review. I love you. We'll see you.